internet, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a good old-fashioned stationery haul video. I haven't done one of these in a little while, so I'm very excited to film it. Today's video is going to come from two different shops, Hobonichi, because I did end up buying a couple extra items from the Hobonichi website, and another one called Bunbougu. I think it's an Australian Asian stationery website, so I'll link both of them down below if you want to check it out. But let's go over the Hobonichi purchases because I have a little bit of explaining to do. So the main reason I placed this order is because I had to buy another Hobonichi Weeks. I know in my original Hobonichi haul video, I was elated about the fact that I thought I nailed everything and I didn't have to rebuy anything, that everything was perfect. But I guess I'm wrong, because I needed to buy the Hobonichi Weeks Mega, which I have purchased a Mega before and I didn't quite like it because it was too big. However, the problem that I had just encountered a week after I'd filmed that video is that I'm currently journaling in the notes section of my Hobonichi Weeks 2025 journal, and I have run out of space. That's right. In September, I officially ran out of journaling space, and I still have like 3 more months at least to go. So I was pretty gutted. I had to move all my journaling over to my Hobonichi cousin, which I was kind of using anyways, but I was trying to separate the type of journaling I was doing. Like one was more therapeutic, one is more personal. So now it's a combination of therapeutic and personal. And I don't want that to occur because I only ran out in September, but I really honestly didn't journal very much in 2025 because I have a young baby and everything. But I do think in 2026, I probably will journal quite a bit more because I will have a little bit more headspace for it. And the fact that in September, when I didn't journal much, I've already run out of space. I can only imagine that next year with the original weeks, I would run out of space maybe mid-year. And that would be really sad because I kind of want everything in the same book. So I decided to just go for the Mega, see how I go. I still have the original weeks in the exact same color, sky blue. So yeah, I don't know. Planner problems, am I right? The notes section for the Mega is about 3 times bigger, so it actually should cover all my personal journaling. I probably will go ahead and start setting this up, and I think what I'm going to do is, rather than set up my journals on camera, because I do find that a little bit stressful, quite honestly, and it kind of takes the calmness of setting up a journal out of the picture, I'm going to set up the journals for 2026 the way I want to, all the journals I plan to use, and then I think I'll do like a walkthrough video instead. So that's why you will probably see this in that walkthrough video instead of the other thinner Hobonichi Weeks. And then of course I bought a clear cover that I'm planning to use on my Memory Keep Hobonichi Weeks, which has that beautiful sky design. But you'll see all that eventually when I do the walkthrough video. And then I thought, well, since I'm in the park and the shipping is extremely expensive, but unfortunately still cheaper to buy directly from the Hobonichi website with the expensive shipping than to buy locally for some reason, I picked up a couple other items. So I picked up this weekly view that sits in the A6 Hobonichi original. And I know I'm such a liar because I did say that I didn't use this last time, so there wasn't any point. But I thought, you know what? Maybe I do want to use this. Maybe I do want to use this. So I got it. We'll see. I love it. I love the idea of using it. Maybe I will use it. Maybe I can get myself to use it. You know, crazier things have happened. And then I came across this, which I thought was so cool. So basically, can you see here? They're like sticky notes that have the same gridding or the grid design as the Hobonichi planners. And you can stick them in your Hobonichi planner to extend the pages. So like here, you can extend the pages this way or like further down. I've never really, I think occasionally, there you go, so you can see. That's so cool. I think I've only had like maybe 3 or 4 instances where I literally ran out of writing space on the page because I was just journaling so much on that day. So this, I think this will last for many years. This will be so handy for instances like that. And I just thought it was a cool idea, to be honest. So that is everything I got from my second mini haul from Hobonichi. But now let's get into the stationery haul. I'm very excited to show you some of the new things that I picked up. Okay, so I'm going to actually test these as I go. So that's why I've just taken out the little cardboard piece from the Hobonichi packaging from before, so I can use this kind of as a test paper, just see what everything looks like. But first up are these new colors from Zebra Mildliner. I'm like a mild liner collector. I like collecting all the colors, but I do like using them as well. And I saw that these new colors had recently come out, so I decided to pick them up and I'm going to try them out now. So in no particular order, this first one is Irisu. Irisu. Sorry, I'm just reading the katakana. Iris. Oh, it's a very nice powder purple. By the way, this whole pack is called Calming Colors, like Calming Cool Colors, which makes sense because they have a very muted tone to them, which does feel very calming. So this purple is called Iris, got that right. This sort of mustard yellow is called Mimosa Yellow. And then this kind of dusty rose is called Smoke Red. It's a little brighter, right? I thought it would be a little more muted. It's a little bright. Then this color here is called Mint, which I would not have classified that as mint. It's almost, I'm not sure what I would call that, but not mint. And then this last one is called Moss Green, which, yeah, I could kind of see it. They're kind of the same color, but one's deeper and one's lighter. But they're really nice colors. I think I'm going to really enjoy using them. Can't wait to actually get around to using them in my journaling. Then the other thing I picked up were these Midori dot markers. You can see the different colors that are listed here. I'm not going to swatch all of them. I don't feel like it's worth swatching all of them, but I will open one just to test out and see how they work. So I really probably only needed to buy one pack, probably just the colorful pack, but when I saw both of them, I'm like, oh, but they're so cute and I could totally use them. So this one is the grayish tone and this is the light tone. And the reason I bought this is because in my Hobonichi, I like to track habits now. And when I accomplish a habit, I kind of mark them with like a circle. I used to draw the circles myself, but I found that I actually prefer just marking them down with markers like this. So, oh my gosh. They're not very, maybe it's just this paper, but I'm not getting like perfect circles, which is kind of a concern because I bought them to be perfect. I mean, maybe they'll work better in the Hobonichi because the paper is softer where this is really hard, but they're just like the shape of like a actual circle. And so you just sort of tap, 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 just supposed to get circles, or you could draw this way as well. I'm not getting perfect circles when I tap, which like the really particular part of me is a bit concerned because I bought it specifically to do dots, but I'm going to test them out in the Hobonichi. The paper and everything, because of so many layers, is softer. So with a bit more pressure, it might actually turn out to be really beautiful dots. But that's the reason I bought them. And then I use like different colors to represent different activities. So for example, I think this year I used like brown to say, did 1,000 steps. So if I accomplished 1,000 steps, I put a brown dot down. Did meditation would be like a red dot. Yoga would be another color. What were the other things I wanted to try doing that I failed at doing? Pilates, kickboxing, things like that. So yeah, so that was the intention behind these. So the next thing I purchased was this mechanical pencil, which you might think, Celina, why do you need another mechanical pencil? I really didn't. I fell for the gimmick. This is from uni and it is their switch pen. So there are two versions or modes. There is the Kuretake mode or the hold mode. Hold mode is like normal. So if you think hold mode as being like a normal pen or pencil where the lead comes out and you just write as normal, it just holds the lead, and then when you need more lead you just kind of push down and it dispenses more of the lead. That's normal. But I was really intrigued by this Kuretake mode. I'm going to open this up because I do want to try it out, which basically as you write, it sharpens the pencil, like it dispenses more pencil as you write and then keeps it sharp. So it's slower, but apparently it like rotates the lead every time you lift up the pencil and sharpens it. So I don't know. That seems weird and unnecessary, and I'm all for it. How do I know which mode I'm in though? It's not going to work. This is very shiny paper, and this pencil is not very pencil friendly. I don't know if I've been duped. I don't notice a difference between the modes. I'm like going back and forth. Maybe I need to use this for a little bit to actually write, and then I can report back and see what I think. But right now I don't really notice anything, and I'm like, did I just get duped? By the way, this is 0.3, so it is pretty sharp. So the next thing I bought are these stunning, can it all fit, watercolors from Kuretake. I'm a big fan of the watercolors from Kuretake. They're so pigmented, they're very smooth, and they're just really good quality. So I've been using them for quite a while. I actually have quite a few of their kits already, but I didn't realize that they must have recently, not so recently, I don't know, I haven't really been checking, so I have no idea, released a bunch of new colors. Like these are completely brand new colors that I don't have in my collection, so I'm very, very excited. I'm particularly excited for these two colors, the two blues and some of these lighter pinks, because I find, especially this one and this one, I actually have found it very challenging to find good pigmented watercolors in a light pink and a blue. They're sometimes too pastel-y, too chalky. So I'm very excited to try these out and see what they're like. And yeah, do I need more watercolors? Probably not, but these are so beautiful. Can't wait to try them. Okay, and finally, the whole reason for this entire haul, the whole reason I placed the order and then of course got sucked into buying all this other stuff is this. This is the Midori 10-year diary, which seems crazy. And also look how thick this is. It is like almost as thick as the traditional phone books. They're so thick, or maybe, and they kind of look, I'm going to take it out of the sleeve so you can see. It reminds me of a Bible, I'm not going to lie. The way it's shaped and everything, it looks like a Bible. It's crazy. I haven't really seen, I've seen a lot of 5-year books. The Hobonichi does 5 years, but I've not seen 10 years. And when I saw this, I was like, you know what? I really, 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 really would love to have a book full of memories over a decade. That would be amazing. And one of the years I regret not starting this in is 2022. That was the year my son was born. And ever since then, memory keeping, journaling, or just like taking photos and just capturing lots of memories has been the utmost important. And if you guys are parents, you will totally know, because I don't know, life before, yep, memory keeping, everything was great. But I don't know, like personally for me, since having children, there's so much meaning in keeping all their memories and recording everything, because especially when they're so little, time just flies by and they just change so much. And one day you are pregnant and the next day you have a toddler. Like, it's crazy. And so I just really want to soak up and capture as many memories as possible. And I thought having a 10-year book, like the first 10 years of parenthood, would have been so good. So I know it sounds weird that it is currently 2025 and what I'm going to do is retrospectively journal. So I'm going to start this at 2022 and I'm going to go through like basically all the receipts I have, every digital, all photos, everything, so that I can try and journal as much as I can retrospectively, as accurately as possible. I'm mostly going to use this journal to document like key events of the day. So it's not going to be anything too detailed around like emotions or introspections or anything like that. I just want to document like key things, like today Bubs took his first step or something like that, or we went to the park, or we went to the aquarium, things like that. So I think because I want to do it that way, it should be actually quite easy to retrospectively go back. And as you can see, every day is literally like 4 to 5 lines. So you can't really write much anyways. It's really just documenting, but that would be so cool. It's going to take me a little bit to retrospectively start doing it, but I definitely wanted to start now. And it is crazy how thick this book is. But I think it would be so cool, because can you imagine by 2000 and I guess 2031, I will have finished this book. And it's like a great little piece that I can give to my kids one day, and they can go through all the things that happened during the times that they were on planet Earth. So yes, anyways, that's the goal. I have a lot of goals, and I don't often meet all of them, but I am determined to try for this one because I think it would be a great heirloom piece and something that I can give the kids one day. So yes, anyways, that is everything I bought. Lots of rambling in this video, but I hope you found it interesting anyways. I will try to link all the products down below so you can check them out for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. This is Celina reporting from my room. Back to you, internet.